In the world of attraction, the smallest actions that speak the loudest. Women are always observing, even when you think they're not. They notice the way you walk, the way you carry yourself, and even how you interact with others. These things don't go unnoticed. Women might not say it out loud, but their body language, their actions, will show you exactly how they feel. So what are these signs? How do you know if you're turning heads without even trying to? Today, I'm revealing the 8 signs. A real eye catcher for girls. These clear signals show that you're making a lasting impression, and trust me, you're redoing it without even realizing it. The Sicilians are more than just a glance or a smile. They carry deeper meaning, and when you know how to read them, you'll see that you've caught her attention. And here's the kicker. Sign number 7 is a thing most guys overlook, but it's one of the strongest clues that she's into you. Stick around because you don't want to miss it. Sign number 1. Their glance more than on theirs. Something powerful about a second glance. It's silent, but it speaks volumes when a girl keeps looking your way, especially when she thinks you're in. Not noticing that's more than just casual curiosity, that's attraction in motion. One glance can easily be brushed off as coincidence, but when it happens again and again, that's when you know you've made an impression. Imagine Easy Eye sitting at a cafe, enjoying your coffee. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice a girl at another table, looking your way. At first you think nothing of it. Maybe it's a quick glance, but then it happens again. You're about to leave and you catch her eyes one last time. Shed a scent approach, but her eyes keep finding their way back to you. That's not an accident, my friend. That's visual chemistry. It's a quiet way of saying you've caught my eye without her ever having to say a word. So if you find yourself constantly catching a girl's glance more than once, it's a sign that something about you is standing out in a way she can't ignore. Whether it's your presence, your energy, or just the vibe you're giving off, she's drawn to it. And that's the first step to knowing you're green. Eye catcher. Sign number 2, they fix their posture. Have you ever walked into a room and instantly felt like the energy shifty? Might not realize it, but when you can you change the dynamic of the space. Women notice this, and their body language often gives it away. One of the clearest signs you're an eye catcher is a girl suddenly straightens up the moment you enter the room. It's like their posture resets. Slouch, shoulders back upright, hair is smoothed back, closed are adjusted, and maybe even a quick check of the makeup or jewelry. These small actions might seem casual, but they're often unconscious signals thought they want to look their best in front of you. It's not about vanity, it's about attraction. Your presence has sparked something in them, and now they're trying to match your energy. It's their way of saying, I see you and I want you to see me at my best. For example, imagine walking into a room at a party or a bar. You notice a girl sitting in the corner. She was relaxed and leaning back in her seat, but the second you walk in, she sits up straighter, flips her hair, and maybe even checks her phone in a nearby mirror or her phone camera. That's no coincidence. A subtle yet clear sign that you've caught her attention and she's trying to put her best foot forward. Sign number 3, you get compliments on your style or send gentlemen compliments. Don't just come out of nowhere, especially not the kind that stand out. When a girl takes that time to compliment your style, your center, the way you carry yourself, it's more than just a casual observation. It's her way of acknowledging something about you that stands out and draws her in. Compliments like I like your cologne, or that color really suits you, might seem simple, but underneath they usually signal attraction. Most people don't bother pointing out details unless those details stand out in a way that catches their attention. This means that you're redoing something right, not just in what to wear but in how you wear it. For instance, imagine a girl casually mentioning, I love that jacket you're wearing, it really works for you. While it might seem like just a nice thing to say, it's her way of saying I've noticed you, I'm paying attention. And trust me, when a girl compliments your style, it's a sign that you've made an impression. Sign number 4, they start conversations for no real reason. Small talk isn't always as small as it seems. When a girl starts a conversation with you for no real reason, it's often a subtle way of trying to create an opportunity to connect. Questions like, is this seat taken? Or do you know what time the event starts? Might seem casual, but they're usually just excuses to start talking to you. These moments aren't about the answer they're seeking, it's more about the interaction. By engaging with you, they're testing through waters to see how you respond. Maybe they hope this short exchange will turn into something more, or maybe they just want to get closer to you. Either way, when a girl keeps coming up with random response to talk to you, it's not just about being polite, it's about showing interest. Example, imagine you're sitting at a bar and a girl comes up to you asking if F seat next to you is taken. You cold easily think, oh, she's just looking for a spot. But the reality is, she's creating an excuse to be near you. This is a huge sign of attraction. Even if it doesn't seem like it, on the surface, when a girl goes out of her way to strike you a conversation, it's a strong indication that she's interested, and she's trying to make a connection. Sign number 50, seem nervous or giddy around you. Confidence can be loud, but nervous energy speaks just as clearly when attraction is involved. One of the biggest giveaways that you're an eye catcher is when a girl seems noticeably nervous or overly giddy around you. Her voice might get a little higher, her low might come a little too quickly, or she might start fidgeting with her hands, hair, or jewelry. These aren't signs that she's uncomfortable around you. Instead, they're signs that she's hyper-aware of your presence and that she's trying to keep it together. Her brain is telling her to stay cool, but her body can't. A deathy attraction, it's like she's thrown off her usual game in the best way, and trust me, that's a clear signal that she's into you. For instance, imagine you're having a conversation with a girl who is usually composed and confident, but with you, she's suddenly stumbling over her words, struggling to maintain steady eye contact, and maybe blowing a little too hard at jokes that aren't all that funny. This shift in behavior is an unmistakable sign that you've caught her attention in a big way. Sign number 6, they ask for help with small tasks, sometimes the smallest. Speak the loudest about attraction when a girl asks for help with something small, like carrying a heavy bag or reaching for something out of reach. It's often a subtle way of creating a moment of connection. These little moments are more than just a task itself, they're opportunities to interact, to share a brief moment, and to make you notice her. When she chooses you to help, it's her way of saying, I want to be close to you, without saying I too trite. Whether it's asking for help with a coat that's too high to reach, or seeking your assistance in opening a jar, this is her way of breaking the ice and testing the waters. For example, imagine you're standing in line at a coffee shop and a girl asks, could you help me grab that cup from the top shelf? It's a simple request, but her choice to ask you and not someone else speaks volumes. It's a sign that she's drawn to you and wants to create an opportunity for interaction. These seemingly small gestures are often the most genuine signs of interest because they come naturally and without pressuring. Number 7, you get invited to hangouts or group events. Being invited to hang out or join group events is really a coincidence. It's a clear sign that your presence leaves a lasting impression. If you find yourself regularly being invited to group dinners, birthday parties, or casual meetups, especially when those invites come from girls or through girls, it means they enjoy having you around. They want more of your energy, your company, or simply your presence, whether it's your charm, your energy, or just the way you carry yourself. People, especially women, tend to make space for someone they are drawn to. Being consistently invited to social gatherings is not just about being friendly, it's about attraction wrapped in the form of a social invite. For example, imagine you only know a couple of people in a friend group, but suddenly you find yourself being a Decode group chats, invited to brunches, or asked to tag along to movie nights. You didn't ask for these invites, they reached out to include you. It's not just kindness or politeness. It's attraction, social warmth, and an invitation to be part of something bigger. Sign number 8. Their friends whisper and lick your way. Attraction doesn't always make itself obvious. Often it shows up in more subtle ways: whispers, side glances, and quiet giggles. One of the most obvious signs that you're turning heads is when you notice a group of girls start acting differently as soon as you walk into the room. You might catch them looking in your direction, leaning into each other, whispering something, and then giggling or smiling. This behavior usually means that someone in that circle finds you attractive and now her friends are in on it. Women often share these exciting little moments with each other, and I fear the topic of their whisper seal. Feel it even from across the room. For example, imagine walking into a coffee shop or attending a party. You notice a group of girls nearby, and suddenly, two of them start whispering while one glances in your direction. Then they all sneak a quick peek back at you. That's no random occurrence. The whispers, giggles, it all points to the fact that one of them likes what she sees, and her friends are now part of the excitement. You've definitely caught Sumione's eye. Bonus sign number 1. They remember the small details about you. When a girl starts remembering the little things about you, things that you might not even consider significant, strong sign that she's paying closer attention to you than you might realize. Whether it's remembering your favorite takeaway order, recalling a story you shared a while ago, or even asking about something you mentioned in passing, it shows that she values what you have to say and takes an interest in your life. For example, imagine you mentioned a recent trip you took to a new city, and a week later she brings it up casually. How was your trip to Miami? Did you get Totri, that new restaurant? That's not just talk, it's a sign that she's paying attention to your life and that she cares enough to remember the things you'll find important. This is a powerful signal that She's emotionally invested in Thatcher more than just another person in her world. She's building a connection with you, even if it's through the honest of details. It's her way of saying, I'm interested in you, and I want to know more. Bonus sign to they laugh more at your jokes, even the corny ones. If you find that a girl laughs a little too hard at your jokes, especially Theon's, that aren't all that funny, it's a clear sign that she's into you. When a girl is drawn to someone, she often amplify her reactions to make him feel good and show her interest that extravagate after a silly comment or a slightly awkward joke. It's not just about the humor, it's about creating a bond, making you feel at ease, and letting you know that she enjoys your companionage. This you make a funny comment about the weather, something everyone else might let slide, and she bursts into laughter. It might feel a little awkward, but it's actually her way of telling you, I'm comfortable around you and I like being in your presence. This playful behavior shows that she's not just listening to you, she's genuinely enjoying your company and wants to keep the connection lighthearted and fun. So don't be afraid to crack a joke if she'll lose even at your silliest ones. It's a clear sign that you've got her attention. Buying a real eye catcher isn't just about your physical appearance, it's about the little signals girls give when they redrawn to you. These signs, whether it's the second glance, the nervous energy, or subtle gestures, are all ways that attraction reveals itself, even when it's not openly declared. If you're expecting me these signs, congratulations, leaving a lasting impression and catching the attention of those around you. Now remember, the key to all of this is to be yourself. Confidence comes from within, and when you carry yourself in a way that makes you feel good, that's when others start to notice the real secret. Being an eye catcher is not just looking the part, but owning the vibe you give off, one that exudes confidence and genuine energy. If you found this video helpful and want to learn more about the subtle signs of attraction, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment below telling us which sign stood out the most you, and make sure to hit that bell icon so you never miss out on more insightful content. Until next time, keep turning heads and stay confident.